The iPhone 16 Pro Max is finally here, and it's a perfect time to make a comparison of the iPhone 16 Pro Max with the 15 Pro Max to give you an idea how the devices are going to be looking alike and what's the major difference between both of them, and should you upgrade towards the latest iPhone 16 Pro Max or not. Now, starting with the design, the iPhone 16 Pro Max will inherit the same design language as the 15 Pro Max, which is improving the same titanium frame with completely flat screen. The major difference between the iPhone 16 Pro Max and the 15 Pro Max will be its sizes, because the upcoming iPhone screens will be going up to a 6.9 inch instead of 6.7 inch that was found on 15 Pro Max. Apple will achieve this important display increase by simultaneously making the device bigger and slimming down the bezel as well. Aside from the size change, there are no major changes are coming. We are certainly getting the same Liquid Retina XDR display with an OLED panel delivering a superb color contrast and exceptional maximum brightness. The screen will support 120Hz Pro Motion refresh rate. The iPhone 15 Pro Max came with the dynamic island cutout, and there is no doubt that the 16 Pro Max will utilize the same design language as well. Now, in the design department, the 15 Pro Max was debuted with action button instead of the mute switch and a USB Type-C port at the bottom. So those two features will be carrying over to the newer model as well, but the iPhone 16 series will be scoring another button, which is going to be the capture button. This one will be fully capacitive one and will reside on the right side of the device below the power button. This new button will allow the iPhone 16 user to easily zoom in and out, as well as capture photos or videos with a simple tap on the side of the phone. Color-wise, the iPhone 15 Pro Max will be available in 4 different colors, which includes black, white, blue, natural titanium, and there has been a rumor that a 5th color is going to be coming, which is going to be the desert titanium. Now, one of the important features which every year Apple has introduced and upgraded is their processor. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will be featuring a second generation 3nm chip, possibly dubbed as Apple A18 Pro. This one will reportedly be built by TSMC second gen 3nm manufacturing processor, which allow for better yield and less defective chipset dies. Meanwhile, the current iPhone 15 Pro Max relies on A17 Pro, the first mobile chip to build on 3nm manufacturing technology. The A18 Pro will feature a dual 4 GHz performance core and a quad efficiency core with a powerful hexa-core GPU and an advanced NPU for on-device AI processing. As one can imagine, we can expect that the Apple A18 Pro will have a better performance than the A17 Pro. However, we have reached a point where we hardly need better performance. Thus, a much more essential metric is energy efficiency, or chip's ability to waste less power on a single task, which is crucial for battery life. Due to heavily rumored focus on AI for both the iOS and the iPhone 16 range, we can expect that the iPhone 16 Pro Max will be coming with much more improved neural engine to take care of all the generative AI features. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will also support Wi-Fi 7 instead of the Wi-Fi 6E that was available on the 15 Pro Max. There will be a new 5G modem in the 16 Pro Max, the Qualcomm Snapdragon X75 5G, which will consume 20% less energy. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will be coming with iOS 18 out of the box. iOS 18 introduced Apple Intelligence, a robust AI framework that significantly enhances Siri capability and integrate various AI-driven features. Most of the AI processing occur on device, but complex tasks can leverage Apple Silicon-powered cloud server. The customization feature of iOS 18 and the Apple Intelligence are going to be one of the important features that are coming in the iOS and the iPhone 16 series, which is definitely going to be the main highlight of this year event. Now, moving towards the camera, as the iPhone 15 Pro Max delivered a host of important features. Most important one was 120mm telephoto lens that deliver a 5.0 optical zoom to the iPhone cameras. A year ago, the main camera of the iPhone Pro Max got upgraded to 48 megapixel. With the 16 Pro Max, Apple could finally address one of the forgotten cameras that hasn't recently scored any significant overhaul, is the ultra-wide camera. Well, according to Ming-Chi Kuo, who believes that Apple will be introducing a 48 megapixel ultra-wide camera on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. This one will have a pixel size of 0.7 micrometer and a sensor size of 1 by 2.6 inch sensor. If that is true, then this is a serious upgrade over the 12 megapixel ultra-wide with 1.0 micrometer pixels and a sensor size of 1 by 3.6 inches that Apple has used for years. Aside from that, iPhone 16 Pro Max could also finally be dealing with a lens flare, which has been an issue on the iPhone for a long time, especially during nighttime photographic sessions. Thanks to a new anti-glare coating on the upcoming models, we might finally stop seeing reflections in our photos or videos. The iPhone 16 Pro cameras might also have a lighter and thinner lens on all the cameras, which will further help out to reduce the weight. This will possibly thanks to the use of molded glasses lenses, which could slightly reduce the camera bump. Now, one of the important feature for the device and most people will be choosing is the battery and charging. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will be reporting to feature a much larger 4600 mAh battery capacity in comparison with its predecessor, which featured at 4400 mAh. Well, basically this is going to be a decent upgrade as far as the integrational battery increase go, and would actually make the 16 Pro Max the iPhone with the largest battery ever. Paired with the faster and more power efficient Apple A18 chip, this large battery will hopefully deliver a much better battery endorsement for the iPhone 16 Pro Max, making it a battery champ. Meanwhile, as mentioned, the 15 Pro Max comes with a 4400 battery. This helps it deliver excellent battery life for its class. According to a rumor that the iPhone 16 Pro Max will be featuring a much faster wired charging and a wireless MagSafe charging. The pump in the wide speed could jump to the 40 watt, while the MagSafe pump could go to 20 watt, which should boost charging speed across the board. By how much exactly remains to be seen. There won't be a charger in the box of the iPhone 16 Pro Max as it is now tradition. So guys, the iPhone 16 Pro Max is shaping up to be a logical improvement to the iPhone 15 Pro Max, delivering a key upgrade in important areas like screen sizes, performance, AI, and battery life. At the same time, experiments like capture button will likely have gigantic repercussion for future of the iPhone lineup going forward. It isn't every day that Apple introduces a new button on its bread and butter product. Thus far, we haven't heard anything particularly about the potential price increase, so it's safe to assume that the iPhone 16 Pro Max will start at $1199 for 256GB variant. That's in line with the previous iPhone Pro Max releases and means that you won't have to shell out more of your hard-earned money for the top iPhone in late 2024. Of course, if there is iPhone 15 Pro Max in a pocket, then you probably have few reasons to upgrade to the 16 Pro Max. And yo guys, what are your thoughts about the iPhone 15 Pro Max and the 16 Pro Max? Which one you should choose in 2024? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Be sure to subscribe. Peace.